What's going on? I don't understand any of this. I don't remember how any of this works. What's this? What's this for? Why is this on the desk? How does this? This has got buttons on it. Not really sure what's going on with that. That's some sort of electronical gubbins. And there's this sort of routine. It's like an enormous phone. Not really sure what that does. This has got sort of Dubry thingies on it. They go up and down. Not sure why. I think you have to move them yourself. Rather, they're not moving of their own volition. Let's put it that way. This little doodad here. Not really sure what's going on there. It's got a sort of flapper at the top. I guess you open it up and, well, I've just got a picture of me up now. It's all very confusing. It's a picture of a sort of slightly irate mid-30s man on it. That's probably could use a haircut and sorting his act out. I don't know. Guys, it's Tuesday. We're back after the bank holiday weekend. A scorcher of a bank holiday weekend. Scorchio, as the lady from the Far Show used to say. I hope you spent yours well. I spent mine attacking a house, just on my hands and knees with a hammer, just desecrating a floor. Tell you what, guys, manual labour, it's hard work. Don't underestimate don't underestimate how hard, physical labour actually is. If you're one of those middle class types, one of those people that works in a sort of fucking nebulous Chandler Bing style job where, I don't know, you move some numbers around on a screen, or you just run like a few social media accounts. I just keep track of the sort of insights and the engagements in a couple of different social media accounts. We're just looking at pushing out some content, just some content-based marketing. If you're one of these clowns, many of you are. I mean, many of you listen to the show don't have jobs, but imagine if you did have a job. It just involved sitting in an office drinking lattes. Just sitting at a desk, just drinking coffee. Fiddling about the computer. Actual physical labour is quite hard, as I discovered this weekend. And I'm not work shy as such. I'm just, I like to work smart, and getting someone else to do it for me. But in the absence of the amount of money required to get someone to do something for you, you got to roll your sleeves up, You got to pull your jock strap right up and over your shoulders, get down on your hands and knees and smash the floor to pieces with a hammer. So that's fun. Then I smashed the wall to pieces with a hammer, just smashing tiles, bagging them up, slinging them out the back, keeping the dog out of the way, stopping the dog barking at stuff in different gardens. Just general stuff. Went in the sea for 5 minutes, realised it was actually a bit dirtier than I wanted to. Went home, carried on with smashing stuff up. That's how I spent my bank holiday weekend. It was absolutely fine. I have nothing to complain about, really, other than the physical labour, other than basically what I spent the majority of the weekend doing. So there you go. Tell me what you spent your weekend doing. Did you spend it crying in the dark? Did you spend it redecorating your bedsit with a baseball bat? Did you spend it scrolling social media, wishing that your lives were as good as the other people you see on social media? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Guys, it's Coffee and Memes. We're back after the bank holiday. It's still hot. The tit sweat is still a clear and present danger. It's Coffee and Memes.
Steady job and a couple extra potatoes. That's all I want.
You're getting on. You're pushing 30, Slugger. It's time to think about getting some ambition.
Oh, I always figured I'd live a little bit longer without it.
Don't forget, kid, that what you're trying to do here is to be bright and chipper and entertaining and intelligent and sort of glitzy, and that's funny, and it's kind of cool, and it's interesting, and it's edgy, and all of that. It puts that facade of momentary charisma on you, and if you don't play that out, you actually fail.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coffee and Memes on Threshold.fm and on YouTube.com. But for how long? That's the question. Guys. Well, first up, Bildo. Cheers for that, mate. The tit sweat, as I mentioned, is a clear and present danger. It is. It's a statement of intent. Yeah, Stin, who must have seen my Instagram story this morning, I go out and I walk the dog along the seafront in the morning, and it's fucking delightful. especially when the sun's out. It's truly makes being alive an absolute joy. This morning, and I would say this was a net positive on the walk. There were 4 chaps, I suspect, of Middle Eastern origin, fighting each other on the promenade at 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why. I don't know what was going on. It was strange. It was like they had like all their beach gear with them. They obviously were just going down for, a day on the beach. Nice day for it. Lovely. Go down for a little thing. And I don't know, maybe one of them had insulted another one of their mothers. I don't know. But they just started wailing on each other in the middle of the prom. There's just loads of like posh middle class people with their Hove dogs, little Hove pedigree dogs, just like, what on earth is going on here? The rambunctious ragamuffins are bloody tearing lumps out of each other on the promenade. Where are the police? Oh, this is a disgrace. Throw them in the slammer. Oh, this strange gentleman. I walked back. Obviously, I filmed it. First thing you do when you see a fight. God knows you don't want to get involved. Didn't look like the sort of thing that needed involvement. They were all sort of just taking it in turns to just give each other a slap. And there were 4 of them. I mean, if I'd gone over and tried to get involved, who knows that maybe all 4 of them would have, turned on me. And granted, well, there was 2 of me. I had the dog as well, and she can probably take on 2 of them. But can I take on 2 at once? Maybe. I mean, can I pull guard on 2 people at the same time? It's worth trying to find out. And then I was walking back. I thought, I wonder whether or not they're still at it. And I saw them all just getting back into a sort of people carrier together. They looked a bit moody with each other, but they'd obviously decided that a day at the beach was not a goer. Maybe they'd got a bit. It was very hot already, so maybe. And they were all wearing they all had full sleeved, full trousers and full long sleeves on. So they must have been quite hot. So maybe they're just all a bit hot and bothered and decided that maybe a day at the beach wasn't the best idea, but let's just go back home and cool down. I don't know, man. I didn't hang around to find out. Guys, what's going on in the world today? All manner of bolaks. Student falls from balcony when yoga pose goes wrong. Oh dear. Yeah, this looks foolish. Okay, let's get her up on the screen, the daft cow. God bless her, and all of those things. Oh, don't mess me around. Sweet Jesus. No. Yes. Good. Student falls from balcony when yoga pose goes wrong. So what it appears to be, she's doing the full lotus position, which is the sort of classic yoga pose, but upside down on a railing. And then I'm presuming she took a tumble 25 meters. We'll try extreme yoga. Okay, that's the thing now. Extreme yoga. A woman has miraculously survived after falling 25 meters while trying an extreme yoga pose on her balcony railing. Alexa Terrazas, 23, was posing for photos while performing the stunt, but slipped and fell from her 6th floor apartment. Photograph has gone viral, which shows the student just before the fall. Which, 3 H's in which there. That's a bit of fun, isn't it, Amelia Ward? Which could have killed her. Yeah, she was rushed to the local hospital in the Mexican state of Nuevo Leon on Saturday, where medics battled through 11 hours long surgery. Jesus. In the image, she can be seen balancing upside down on the rail with her entire weight. She then slipped and fell down 6 stories. Guys, extreme yoga. Don't bother. Don't just... I mean, this is just Darwinism. Is it? I mean, bless her, look, there she is, sort of, I guess, assaulting an elephant. I don't know whether or not the elephant has consented to this. Probably not. The elephant is, would imagine, captive. Probably on drugs. Don't just... No, go on, do what you want. Just, if you're going to do upside down extreme yoga poses off the edge of the balcony, it's an occupational hazard falling off. It's, what are you going to do? Man used dead pigeon as a weapon during a street fight. That, right, yeah, okay, that looks like a bit of fun, doesn't it? I mean, why not? Just use whatever is available. Look at fat lad here with his shirt all riding up. My God. I mean, these could have been, I don't know, friends with the lads that were fighting on the beach this morning. It's just it's tear-up weather at the moment. That's the thing. People can't handle more than like 3 days of sun in a row. They start to lose their minds. Understandable. The tit sweat gets right on top of you. Man avoids arrest after Seagull steals his weed. Not sure. Is this a positive or a negative for Seagulls? Because there's weed theft in there, but yeah. Well, we'll get into that in a bit. Sex doll manufacturers say people are ordering dolls that look like their mates' girlfriends. And why shouldn't they in this free liberal democracy? Why shouldn't you... I mean, that's a real power move, isn't it? That is a real way to assert dominance in your friendship group. To like, let's say, like to get a sex doll, like really spend some money. Like, you know, we're talking multiple tens of thousands on a sex doll, really accurately modelled on your mate's girlfriend, and then just bring her to a party. If you can, ideally as well, get some of the clothes that she would wear. Like, oh, where'd you get that top from? Oh, she's from ASOS. Oh, that's nice, actually. Yeah, it really suits you. Oh, thanks. Right. Where are those shoes? Where are they from? Oh, she's from Office. Right. Hey, how much were they? Just 50 quid. All right. Yeah, cool. Next week, you rock up. Hey, this is your mate's girlfriend's called Lucy or something. Oh, this is Louisa. You can call her Lou if you want. She's like, oh my fucking God. Why not? Why shouldn't you? Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Damn. She's got a pair of chubs on her, isn't she? God bless. A sex doll manufacturing has revealed, sex doll manufacturer, fourth word in you're struggling, Claire Reid. Sex doll manufacturer has revealed the strange requests some customers make, including ordering custom-designed dolls that look like their pals' girlfriends. Doll makers Silicone Sex World have said that more and more people are shunning celebrity dolls and going for a more normal look when purchasing their sex toys. That's sort of heartening in a way. Apparently, they... I don't know if anyone saw the recent podcast Whitney Cummings on Joe Rogan's podcast. She's had a sex doll made of her, which is not weird at all. And it's quite an expensive one. Like, it's got a fairly sophisticated brain in it. And you can have a back and forth with it, and it's sort of... You can change its personality to be, I guess, more sassy or more of a pain in the arse. Whatever you want out of a girlfriend, really. Whether or not you can have it set to be really, really jealous. You can have it set so it looks through your phone every time you leave it while going to the toilet. You can have it be like, you can really set the indecisiveness right to the top for when you're asking it where you want it to eat. That was banter there. I don't know if you noticed that. Anyway, speaking to the Daily Star, Andy Phelps from Silicone Sex World said, "We do get customers who inquire about celebrity dolls, although they're not as popular as many would think. We do get some strange requests for dolls, such as dolls that look like friends' girlfriends." Another sex doll manufacturer, Jade Stanley, who runs Sex Dolls Official in the UK. Oh yeah, she's the one that pretends she's not doing it for, to help people. In terms of customization, it's anything whatsoever, she explains. Celebrity, dead spouse, or someone you fancy. It really does vary. You get people asking for Kim Kardashian or a girl next door. It's just so different across the board. I wonder, what the... I don't know, are there any legal issues? Maybe this will become a thing. People are just having sex dolls made of, their neighbours and then parading around with them. That's a fairly aggressive thing to do, isn't it? I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, we can delve back into that in a little bit. Man gets entire swarm of bees stuck up his bum. Well, on his bum. Wow, stuck to his jeans. That is terrifying. Young man from India was in a nightmarish experience after a swarm of bees saw fit to make their home in his bottom. Check out the harrowing footage for yourself if you dare. I'm not sure I can watch it again. Okay, well, you don't have to. It's not compulsory. Let's have a little shifty, see what's going on with this fella's arse. That's not supposed to be there. How's that got there? But how? How has it happened? No. You don't want that. No, he's got... I mean, Jesus, I've seen some bad piles in my time, but that is something else. He needs to be more careful. But is it a fashion thing? Is it a look? How are you going to get it off? Because they're tight slacks. I mean, this is a rut. Smoke them off. That's the thing, though, isn't it? Then they blow some sort of smoke at them, and it like gets them all milky and sort of. He doesn't care. He's not bothered. I'd be freaking out. How has it happened? Like, what was his? I've so many questions. We were on the way to a garage when their queen came flying to me and eventually rested on his backside. Soon, scores of them joined her. After struggling for a while, he managed to grab the queen and tore her wing partially. He put her in a container and the rest of them soon flew into it. That was brave. Still going. Come on. I want to see him get him off. Oh, he's got him off. They don't appear to be very stingy. I think there's a conspiracy going on here. Right. Right, oh, now they're just gone, are they? Yeah, well, something suspicious about this. You know, I'd like to hear a statement from the bees, actually, to see what they've got to say about it. Right, I think maybe what's more likely is that they were lured there under false pretenses. He maybe said that there was a party in his pants and everyone was invited. They turn up, blocked at the door by the bouncer. That bouncer from Berghain, you know, the vampire-looking motherfucker with a tattooed face. He's on the door. It's like, no chance. Not having any bees coming there, not after last time. And so they're all just waiting outside, think, we'll try again in half an hour. You know, he probably won't recognise us. You know, I think all bees look the same. You know, we can easily get, you know, just try again, wear a bit more black. Something like that. We'll get in there. We can party till the break of dawn in this young man's anus. I mean, might as well. Guys, let's talk about shoe throwers. A few new bits for you. New Tantrum Desire. New Mean Teeth. Mean Teeth are still insistent on using that artwork. It's now Bring Back the Funk LP Part 3. And they've just changed the colours on that artwork again. Despite my criticism. No one listens to me. No one listens. Do you want to play that Enei remix of Organic by Sam Bigger again? And I think probably we should get into that logistics bit again because I feel like it just sort of got tacked onto the end of the show last week and just didn't get the love, appreciation and adoration that it deserves. Let's have it now. It's called Rhythm Tracks by Logistics and it is a Saturday night special of great proportions. Stin recommends for a bee removal from arse to dive straight into a body of water. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Suggestion in the chat for a high-ranking sex robot, sex doll. It's not a bad idea, is it? Bill says when the bees are hunting for a new house, they don't sting. Is that like when you go around to look at a new property and you pretend you're not a complete wrong?
DJ turn up the bassline for me. Have a bag of gyal inna the club a wine for me. Then you turn it up a notch, cause me want it on a level. Me want to hear the bassline a beat with the treble.
Rhythm track by Logistics. Sur la Capital Recording. Now a little news story from a man who is a complex character. He likes to partake in chemsex with other gentlemen for fun. His name is Richard Hartley Parkinson of the Metro. He has information maybe of use to you about Gizmo, the chien, the hund. Gizmo, the dog, who was carried off by the Seagull. Potentially, this is his leg. So that's a fairly dark image there. Is this all that remains of Gizmo, the dog, that was carried off by seagulls? Whew. Rough. Pictures have emerged of an animal's paw that some people fear may be all that remains of the missing dog Gizmo. The Chihuahua vanished from his home in Paynton, Devon, last week with his owner, Becca Hill, 24, claiming he was taken by a seagull. Could be, couldn't it? Seems a bit fluffier though, right? I mean, the hair seems longer. Poor Gizmo. R.I.P. Please do press F to pay respects to Gizmo. I think that fur is longer. I think that fur is too long. I don't believe that is part of Gizmo. His hair is shorter. So maybe there is still hope. You know, he could still be out there. He's just wrestling in a sort of mortal battle with loads of seagulls. He's like, yeah, just barking his little tits off. There is a second potential sighting of Gizmo or his remains after a leg was discovered on the roof of Tottenham's Daisy Pugh, 26, who found and took pictures of it. So she saw the paw being dropped and fought over by an angry flock of birds in Exeter, 25 miles away from where Gizmo vanished. She was walking through a car park when she saw the gulls fighting over something. And when she approached, she saw it was a paw. Why are you approaching? Why bother? Daisy of Exeter, who works for the NHS, saw the paw on Wednesday evening, and when she returned the following day, it was still there. She said, "Last night, I was walking back to my boyfriend's house, up through the Triangle car park. I saw some angry seagulls fighting over something and acting suspiciously." Can seagulls act suspiciously? I guess so. When I got to my boyfriend's, I told them, and they all rushed out and ran down the street to see it. Why? What? How suspiciously can they be My boyfriend felt the fur and said it was soft like a cat. Yeah, the weird thing is that it also looked like it had been burnt. It was gruesome. Jesus, what the hell's going on over there? That does look more like cat hair than dog hair, doesn't it? Fucking hell. I wouldn't put it past seagulls for them to have some sort of like occult ritual, you know, sacrifice, burning, owl worship type fuckery. You know, they're evil. They're flying demons, effectively. The souls of murderers, rapists, genocidal maniacs all get reborn as seagulls. I think that's how it works. I think we'd all agree on that. And so obviously they've decided to start, some sort of seagull death cult. Maybe the lobster death cult are to be the nemesis of the seagull death cult. We will have to all band together, sharpen our claws, sharpen our pincers, just get out there and just go at it. Be like a sort of sci-fi, the TV channel sci-fi, kind of straight to TV B movie, like Sharknado 8 or one of those ones. Lobsters versus seagulls. Only one death cult will prevail as the true death cult, as only one will be. Also, talking about this this death cult that we're running here, I was thinking that are we aiming towards some sort of mass suicide? Is that what we're going for? I mean, we can schedule it for a long way off. So, I mean, we put it off for 50 years. That's fine. But it's nice to have that, as a sort of thing in the future. It's like, yeah, we're going to wait till, let's schedule it in for 2069. For 420 on 2069, we'll just blaze that. We'll lace some of the herb with something narky, and we can all go out. Look, we could talk about it in the Discord. I'm open to all ideas. We don't have to. We can just live our lives. We could just carry on with this. Just make some shoe throwers, play some shoe throwers. Read out the news. We don't have to commit mass suicide. That's all I'm saying. It's an option there. Just have a think, but just promise me you'll think about it. Let's see what else. There's this other seagull. No, that's man with bees in bum. Seen that one. Man avoids arrest after seagull steals his weed. A man from Sweden has managed to evade arrest and possible imprisonment after a cheeky seagull stole his stash of weed. A bizarre theft occurred just moments before two plainclothes officers closed in on the man to make the arrest, slapping him with a charge that could have proven serious. The officers had been on patrol on the Gothenburg Cultural Festival when they noticed a woman smoking marijuana. This is regarded as a serious offence in Sweden because they don't have anything better to do, with possible medicinal benefits dismissed by the Swedish government. Okay. As reported by the Leaf Desk, a man plonked on a nearby bench witnessed the office. A man plonked on a nearby bench, witnessed the officers, and began to worry about his own recreational activities. He chucked a bag of weed away from him, but it was unfortunately spotted by the eagle-eyed officers. Turning their attention away from the woman with the joint, the officers headed towards the man who was no doubt racking his brains for a daring escape plan. It's not too hard to imagine the panic the unnamed man felt as the officers strode towards him. Those tough Swedish cops. Tough, blonde, tall, dashingly handsome Swedish cops strolled towards him. Sweden has some of the harshest drug laws on the planet, with heavy fines and 6 months prison sentences dished out for the possession of a single joint. Do they? I would have thought they'd be a little bit more liberal about that sort of thing. Luckily for this man, his guardian angel was keeping an eye out for him, albeit an angel with scruffy wings and a less than heavenly singing voice. God, they've reached... Who wrote this? Julia Banim. Really fucking woven a fucking tale on this, hasn't she? Are there any references, or is this just absolute bollocks? As one of the officers reached down to grab the bag, a punk rock seagull with an apparent disdain for the law swooped down and snatched up the bag in his beak. Assuming the seagull's gender there. According to the Leaf Desk, a Gothenburg police spokesman has revealed the highly experienced officer had estimated the bag contained around 10 grams of weed. Spokesman revealed the man had legged it while the officers watched the bird take off with the evidence. What the policeman did not expect was the third party would interfere. This is today's edition of Things That Never Happened. Brought to you by Coffee and Memes. Let's have a look at this Leaf Desk. I can only imagine it's just unbelievable nonsense. Okay, so it's some sort of general pro-ganja site. Yeah, they're just after content, I would imagine. They just need something. Yeah, we need a few more articles to post on social media. Stuff's a bit bit thin on the ground for Scandinavian ganja news. Not a lot of stuff going on over there. Maybe we could have a little chit-chat, little conflab about maybe drumming up a little bit of that. We've done the research. There's really not much going on out there. Yeah, I'm not saying it has to be truthful. You could just make it up. We've got CBD oil to sell after all. Come on, we need to get some content out there. What's hot topics at the moment? Seagulls. Yep, okay, let's say seagulls are stealing ganja. Heroic seagulls stealing the ganja. I mean, this is it really, I guess. Where's this story come from? Nothing, it's just a Swedish man had a lucky escape. So there are no... Yeah, no references or anything. And oh, look, they are selling CBD oil. What a surprise. Swedish cannabis law. Cannabis is illegal in Sweden for recreational use, and the government also do not officially recognise any potential medical use. The country has some of the world's strictest laws. Right, so Lad Bible have literally just copied and pasted this. What the policeman did not expect was that a third party would interfere. Oh, they really have just copied and pasted it. Right. Okay. Great. Stefan Gustafsson. Right, okay, that's the best name you could come up with for a Swedish person. How about Stefan Gustafsson? Yeah, it sounds Swedish enough. Yeah, put that one in. Yeah, we've got to shift this CBD or somehow. Fucking hell. I would strongly recommend, although you have to pay for it on the site, and you also... or you can get it in the magazine. In the current issue of New Scientist magazine, there is an article about CBD oil, and it's not good. Not good for fans of CBD. The too long didn't read is that effectively there is no real, like, gold standard evidence for the efficacy of CBD oil. That there's no, like, decent wealth of, like, double-blind placebo trials of it. Claiming that it does anything. Also, in the vast majority of CBD oil on the market that they tested, contained little or no CBD oil in it. However, 70% of the CBD oil they tested did have toxic levels of heavy metals in it. So you might get a placebo effect from it, but you're also ingesting toxic metal poisoning. So that's a bit fun, isn't it? So, tell your local Instagram influencer who's, peddling in snake oil, that you don't want any more of the guff they're peddling. It's worth a read though. It's in the latest edition of New Scientist. I guess I trust them slightly more than the girls that post pictures of their bum all day on Instagram and sell CBD on the side. I don't know. You got to pick where you get your facts from, haven't you? And I'm going with New Scientist for now until I see any better evidence. Right, let's have another bit. Let's have this Enei remix of Binger. Track's called Organic. Oh, apparently quite a lot of the CBD oil they tested also had quite high levels of THC in it, which would make it illegal in this country, although I don't imagine anyone cares about that.
For the girl want to get it, but you got it. No stress, cause you're blessed, everything organic. You no get panic, never that far from it. Got the way your body good, everybody left astonished. Girl want to get it, but you got it. No stress, cause you're blessed, everything organic. You no get panic, never that far from it. Got the way your body good, everybody left astonished. Organic. It and you lock it. Move like electric, you know stay static. Me go charge up your body when me rod in your socket. She say she love how me attack it. Tight and good, pussy little like the pocket. And the sleeve and me jacket, she believes say I'm magic. When she sit up and they sitting tight longer than a machine. No stress, no panic. The way your body good, you're blessed. Girl, them want to get it, but you got it. No stress, cause you're blessed, everything organic. You no get panic, never that far from it. Cause the way your body good, everybody left astonished. Girl, them want to get it, but you got it. No stress, cause you're blessed, everything organic. You no get panic, never that far from it. Cause the way your body good, everybody left astonished.
For God's sake, getting messages now from my brother. I hate to say it, but your hard drive is actually a USB 3 cable. Fuck off! Right, he's banned.
You walk on the road, every man want chop it. Make them go and chat it, cause that I know you're a bit. Cause you are the goody, and them boy they can't hack it. Whoa, you are the hot topic. Make the one hate, but you delete and block it. Repeat and ban it, make the haters vanish. Cause you hot like fire and I live life lavish. Girl, you not forget it, but you got it. No stress, cause you're blessed, everything organic. You no get panic, never that far from it. Cause the way your body good, everybody left astonished. Girl, you not forget it, but you got it. No stress, cause you're blessed, everything organic. You no get panic, never that far from it. Cause the way your body good, everybody left astonished.
Look, I'm not gonna say that it's USB 3 when it's not. I mean, I know it says on the cable, it has a sticker on it saying USB 3, but that doesn't mean anything. USB 3 is a social construct.
Dedicated to all the good body girls. Ride a back on them kids.
This is Sam Benger and Ryder Shafiq.
Whoa.
Yes?
Original.
It's called Organic. It's the Enei remix. It's on Critical. It's on the other side of that one. I can't remember what it's called. What it called? Called Vandalero Particle Remix. Yeah, man. Listen, it's all right. So someone's died from a THC vape. That's the thing, is it? Okie dokie. Yeah, no. So this was the thing. They were like, well, maybe actual CBD is like, you know, could be effective. However, you know, you're not getting it. It's not in the products that you're buying. Like, you know, you could actually have someone that knew what they were doing actually isolate it and make a proper dose of it and then do the trials and blah, 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 blah. It may well work. Maybe it does. But the problem is, you're buying this shithouse fucking who knows what off of who knows who, off the bloody internet. You don't know what you're getting, man. You know, but hey, you know, not knowing what is contained within the thing you're taking doesn't stop people taking stuff before, has it? Bloody hell. Someone's saying to let Joe back into the Discord so that he could be our first sacrifice. I did get a message regarding this, actually, from a friend. They say,
I will. I love coffee and memes. Please ban Joe. Thanks.
Right. Well, yeah, that was sent in by Mr. J.B. Peterson. Just play that again.
I will. I love coffee and memes.
Thanks.
Please ban Joe. Thanks.
Right. Okay. So I think that's made my feelings clear on the subject. Guys, what else have we got? All right, the yoga person, extreme yoga. No, right. Let's have a look at this street fight, guys. Let's have a look. Man uses dead pigeon as a weapon during street fight. You got to get creative in these times, haven't you? You know, you're having a tear up. Use what you can. Throw dead pigeons, throw pot plants, throw children at them. Pick children up by the leg and hurl them at whoever you're fighting. A late night street fight took a bizarre and unexpected turn when one of the combatants, nice use of combatants, picked up a dead pigeon and threw it at his opponent. See the bizarre incident for yourself. Well, I will. Come on. Go on, fat lad. Yes, sir. Oh, yep. It's nice that Whoa! Wow. Okay. Sets a precedent, doesn't it? Oh, he's going for it. Nice to have Mambo number 5 playing in the background. That's cool. That'll make any fight more comical. Brilliant. I don't imagine there's much. How long's he managed to string this out for? Ages. Tom Wood. Jesus Christ. Not better things to do. Basically, the two men who it can be safely assumed were under the influence of alcohol were fighting, while a more level-headed friend tried to drag one of them away from the conflict. To be honest, both fighters seem to be losing interest, like two heavyweights who have been slugging it out for 12 rounds, but instead of 12 two-round minutes, they've been going 12 pints premium lager. Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, that's pretty wild. Why not? I mean, they didn't seem to be particularly doing each other that much damage. They didn't look like trained fighters. I like the sort of little strut that the smaller one does towards. That's the very, so that's the classic. Oh, look, you can really... It's the little... he's quite rigid. He sort of stiffened himself like a cock roll. And then when he comes out, that yes. I like that swagger. That is a nice bit of a yes. Yeah, man. He's been watching some street fight videos, clearly, to obtain his technique. Also, another thing I've noticed from America, a lot of the video... So, you know the sort of fight videos in America where someone in the background shouting World Star? Those ones. A lot of pulling up of shorts. Always coming in, always with the shorts pulling up. What's the deal? Don't be, if you're going to go around fighting people, don't be wearing shorts that are really loose. But it seems like once the shorts have been pulled up, they've continued to pull them up more. Strange. And while we're on the subject, why are boxers' shorts so fucking enormous? Like, they're huge now. Like, if you look at like Floyd Mayweather or someone, his shorts are gigantic. I don't understand. Come on, find a decent picture of them. Come on, guys. This is shit radio. Look, all right. Well, that's not the worst. Those shorts are very big. They don't need to be that big. Like very hard, come up very high as well. I appreciate that there's the sort of foul guard they call it. I mean, it was just a cup, isn't it? I mean, MMA fighters don't have to have such enormous shorts. There's no need for it. Why are they so big? Tyson Fury's shorts, you could house a whole family in it. Honestly, I heard Manchester Council are rehoming displaced families in old pairs of Tyson Fury's boxing shorts. That's what I heard on the internet. I think I heard it on a boxing podcast, something like that. Anyway, right, that's enough of that pigeon routine. More just fake news about seagulls. More fake news about seagulls. Sex robots. Okay. Victorian man invented missing twin to escape multi-million-dollar debt, New South Wales police say. Whenever someone gets into strife, chances are they or their friend will suggest they fake their own death and run away to start a new life. Okay, if you say so. It's almost always said as a joke, because how hard could it actually be? Well, according to the police in New South Wales, Australia, it takes a hell of a lot of manpower and results in some pretty serious consequences. They say that last week a Victorian man was walking along a beach. What? Oh, Victorian... Okay. Victorian man, as in someone from Victoria, okay, in New South Wales. Not someone from the Victorian times. They could have made that more clear. I was expecting some fucking Isambard Kingdom Brunel looking motherfucker with a giant top hat, you know, the full caboodle on, with a cane. Anyway, they say last week a Victorian man was walking along a beach near Tathra and started asking people if they'd seen his twin brother. When no one was able to find him, 000 was dialed, sparking a multi-agency 3-day search. We're talking teams from surf life-saving clubs, Merimbula and Burma Gwai Marine Rescue, Bega Valley SES volunteers, New South Wales Ambulance, Pol Air, and Westpac Rescue Helicopter all involved in searching for his twin brother. After they called off the search, everyone went back to their normal lives. However, investigators wanted to delve a little deeper into the situation and have allegedly found out something outrageous. They believe the 42-year-old Victorian man made up the whole missing twin story in order to escape a multi-million-dollar debt, was hoping to start a new life as the brother, according to The Age. News of the revelation has been met with disappointment and anger from the crews that rushed to help find the mystery man. Surf Lifesaving New South Wales Far South Coast Cherry McCarthy told Benga District News, we had 25 people involved over 3 days, all volunteers. That way, didn't cost you much then. But there are lots of positives here that we can look to. There's no substitute for training than the real thing. And I'm really proud of the way they all work together. There's the fuel costs, particularly with the Westpac helicopter and the Toll Air ambulance. We threw everything at this. It's estimated the massive search operation cost the agencies collectively more than $1 million, which is a big chunk of change for a hoax. Westpac Lifesaver Helicopter Chief Executive, Stephen Leary, told The 8 that their services alone was $30,000. Yeah, mobilising a helicopter's spenny. Very spenny. We flew for 9.5 hours over 2 days. It cost $33,000. Oh, that's only like 500 quid in sterling. No shadow of a doubt, that's what emergency services are there for, but if another incident had occurred, there was a potential the resources would not have been available. Certainly one way to start. I want more information on this motherfucker. What's going on? What were his debts for? What had he gone any further with? Like, you can't just... If I was just wondering, it'd be pretty easy to work out that I didn't have a twin brother. Because there would be no... Surely you got to start falsifying records. You got to... I mean, mate... Pathetic. You could do so much better. I mean, this guy is obviously he's probably the Stuart Perry of death faking. Just 2-bit useless waste of space, basically. And now he's cost the Australian taxpayer £1 million. Well, $1 million, so about, I guess, what's £5,000 UK. Nevertheless, it's a chunk of change because, as you know, there's not a lot of money floating about in Australia. That's why they can't afford, things for like underarm deodorant, stuff like that. They can't afford things like that, or like haircuts, and they will have to live on the beach. That's why, because there's just, there ain't a lot of money floating around there. What else we got? Look, let's have another bit, and then we'll have another bit. And we can all go back to our wives, okay? Let's have this mean teeth bit then. It's from Bring the Funk LP Part 3. It's called Erosion. It's nice. I'm a fan. Nice bit. Very nice. Good boys. Guys, that was Erosion by Mean Teeth off the Bring Back the Funk LP Part 3. I like it. Not a fan of the artwork, as I've specified, but why should anyone give a fuck what I think? A, you shouldn't. Don't believe anything I say. B, don't assume that I mean anything I say. 3, am I doing A, B, 3? Yeah, you don't assume I know what I'm talking about. S, don't think I believe what I say. B, don't, just don't. All right, guys. Look, app update. There's a strong chance. There is a chance that it'll be finished next week. Look, it's got this all, fancy and bits. And stuff for new app, it's got archives, it's there's gubbins and malarkey, there you see, and there's all the doobies and the gubbins and whatnot. The only thing left to do is, apparently, I mean, this is a cool story, bro. I should get the sting up just for it. There's some sort of update in ISO 12 that basically means that there is an annoying around 10 second delay when playing archived MP3s, unless you do some sort of clever fuckery, but you've got to build a player from the ground up basically to make that happen. So that's sort of what's delaying it. But other than that, it's there, so. Hopefully, not too long, it'll be there, and it'll all be full of all the archives of everyone's shows and all of that malarkey and hooja-mafloop, and then we can all go back to our wives. And also, for fun, I've been learning to code this a little bit this last week, and me and Robin have been fiddling with making a soundboard app, just, for lols and that. And we've sort of nearly done. It's only took an afternoon. But yeah, with all the sounds from the soundboard, which is still at home for, no good reason. And there's no reason to also not have it play the stream. So then what you could do is you could be listening to the stream. You could be listening to Coffee and Memes on this app, and then you've got the soundboard there, and you could do your own sound effects. Or you could be listening to, some drum and bass play on the stream, and you could double drop the 9 over anything you wanted at any point. Just saying, it's an option. Just, it's nice to have that available to you, isn't it? Just nice to be able to just double drop the 9 as and when you please. Guys, it's the end of the show. Nice to be back. I enjoyed the time off, but I also enjoy the show more. So, there you go. Guys, thank you to everyone that's supporting on Patreon. You're all wonderful humans. I love you deeply. I love you erotically. I love you in as I've stipulated before, in actually quite aggressive, predatory fashion. And if you want your name on the VIP list, then sign up to support on Patreon and goddamn get it on there. And join Greg Cornford, Oliver Hooper, Tom Ryan, Reece Mosson, Squidgy Beats, Pauly Hutton, Ciarán R, Michael Kedzierski, Matty Tomkins, Dave Long, Joel Potter, Sam Howard, Tony J, Richard Patterson, Tom Camm, Stephen Harris, Matthieu Boulard, Jeroen Van Thunderbutt, Mike Pye, Lily, Unsub, Richard Franks, Thomas Hall, Chode Ryder, John Finison, BDR Crew, Peter Blatchford, Austin Grief, Cooper, Gennady Lightfield, James Parry, Hendo Bartendo, Lady Scrippington, Liam the Menace Underwood, Dan fucking Morris, Guy With No STDs, Ames, MC, Josh Williams, Rob Humphrey, Shibby T, Coco Shiva, Dan Elton, Taran Wilmore, Mr. Pope, Double Progressive Side Chance, Actually Superior, Tom Bass, Nicolas Lorcy, Kris Breaks, The Bill, Karissa Barthelson, Odin Bates, Lee Fuller D, Daniel Jabby Flaxis, Matt Wright, Grant Sullivan, Tom Robertson, Dab, Smasher, Connor Smythe, Kim and Kaiser, Chris Shaw, Cosmic Waft, Meat Life, Nick Brock, Sean Simpson, Robin Card, Hugh Downer, Sarah Hunt, The Hitchmouse Willay, L Tech, Ben Virgo, Den Tweed, Lipe Salazar, Big Wodge, My Hill, Mike, Danny, Nick Fleming, Carl Lewis, Gordon and Liz, Carl Williams, Tom Skipper, unfortunately, it's George DC, Anthony Sharp, Claudia Lushmere, Benage, Dren Moshe, Timid, Flat Earth Society, membership number 98347, and John Forsyth Anderson. Guys, thank you. I will be back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. There'll be a new episode of Jungle Ate My Hamster later in this week. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday. Goddamn knows I need to finish that bad boy. And also there needs to be a Whiskey and Memes very soon. I have the plan. I have the power. We have the power. We can rebuild him. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow morning. I love you. Have a good rest of your Tuesday. And just go about your business without getting attacked by seagulls. Okay?